All right. Oh my God. Glammy fans, we did it. I made it on time today. We're here. We're all here on time. It's a miracle, okay? We need to say blessings and prayers. All right, so now we have a fantastic lineup for you guys. The energy, I mean, I can feel my energy just starting to go. I just got goosebumps. So I have to show you something real quick. This is my mini me. This is me. Look at that. That's my glammy girl. She's got a little
Oh,
G. And if you want one like that, then hit up Jara Amaguchi. You can get your own mini me. Okay. So, all right. So we're gonna start off with Anna, but I just wanted to tell you guys we're watching the comments on the side. So if you want to, this is the first time we're opening it up for questions. So if you want to ask a question of one of us, please just say that person's name, like say who you're aiming the question at. Also, if you make a comment or you let us know that you're in the room somehow, at the end, Marion is going to do an Akashic reading for someone. So this is definitely pays to watch, so you'll get rewarded for hanging out with us, okay? Not besides having a good time too. All right, so Anna, you go ahead and you start us off.
all right. Well, I just wrote some notes regarding the astrology for the Aries full moon, and then I did write a poem to bring home what I would like to say, okay? So just to open it up, Aries full moon, and in the tarot, we know that the Aries is the fire sign, and it represents the emperor, okay? And the emperor is about achievement, authority, imagination. And so the energies leading up to this full moon harvest have been intense because with the second Uranus-Pluto square a couple of weeks ago, we truly entered a time of radical realignment and restructuring of our personal habits and our collective thoughts. And Uranus is also in the tarot the Fool card, an air sign, and that's about spontaneous attraction, rebellion, and freedom. And Pluto is the Judgment card, number 20 of the tarot, and it's about clarity, decisions, and wise lovers, and it's a water sign. So now that we are thinking about our thoughts, and the sun has moved into Libra, the balance, the scale. And on 9/22, it moved in there, and that was the autumn equinox. So we can see.
Can you guys hear her?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes. Okay.
I'm sorry, it just turned off on itself.
Yeah, I don't know something. I don't know why it's showing up as Marion did something, and it affected you for some reason.
Marion, are you loving on me or what, girl? Okay, so where was I when I kind of went into the mute department? Hello?
No, you fine. You're fine.
Okay, so anyway, so the sun moved into Libra, the balance sign, and the autumn equinox on 9/22, which stands for our collective attention, and that's the sun. And now we're turning into the partnership, which is Libra, and I can hear a noise. I'm sorry, this is my first time, so I got to pay attention here. But per our astrologers, this energies of the full moon is about clearing away the decomposing, the death of that which no longer carries us enough with the life force, and the rebirth of new potential, the revolution of the new in the now. So this is a full moon this weekend of big shifts, big openings, big awakenings, big opportunities, and for many, the beginning of something grand that holds promise for the future. So the main thing I think, and then I'll read my poem mode, is that it's time now. It's like a yin-yang balance, male-female, and our hearts are the primal foundation of life, per se, in the respect that our hearts are wiser than our brains. It is the first organ to awaken in the fetus, having its own nervous system and more energy than the brain. So it's time to embrace with our hearts, bringing forth the balance, Libra balance, that'll be with us, and to bring in the peace of light and love and the yin yang of truth with the energies of male and female balance. So it's time for us to get out of that ego and listen with open hearts and make our dreams come true. Okay?
Sounds good to me.
All right? So that's sort of the theme there. And then I did write a little message, poem, ode, and I'll read it right now, okay? Okay, so vision the full moon as your peaceful place, reflecting back your galactic grace. Tenderness in truth, Luna is with you. Divine messenger, life force with infinite source energy and purpose is the holy in you. Be with oneness, for we are all one. Envision the rainbow colors of the moon. Imagine Luna is your boon, a beneficial blessing. For if you do, she will fill you with wisdom aglow. You will know. Fast pace is with us now. Go with the flow to this new vow, the vow of love, peace, and gratitude. Should you be in a place of doubt, hang on tight. Believe in yourself. Share a place of solitude until you shine in your own divine grace. If need be, renew your vows of tender loving care, for then all will be well endeared. Called to courage, the stars speak, not to be discouraged. For you are light and love, my dears. We are all one. Call on luminous Luna as she knows, mistress of shadow, invisible intelligence. Love, peace, wisdom are her teachings for us. Proclaim them as your visible intelligence. Divine consciousness, life force, we all have a conscious, unconscious, and subconscious, the collective unconscious. Where are you? Seek purpose, clarity, and balance, for they are all within you. Embrace Luna and Venus, for they share the same power, the power of peace, divine love, and bright light shine. The sacred divine feminine wants to protect us with her tender loving power. Goddess energy is within us now. Have courage to see in the dark, for that is where Luna shines and illuminates us with her core clarity. No more shall we deny the beauty of the moon, the earth, sky, and sea, for we are all one. Do not you see? Embrace the universal life force. Look to the angels, the stars, the great light within your core. The essence of unicorns, dragons, all share more enlightenment. They share life force, energy, forevermore. Life is short in this vessel of ours. Only spirit source can take us far. Farther than any human can travel us to the stars. The star beings are here to travel us to the origins of our dreams. For these light beings are there on the side of Luna's core, waiting for us to be delivered to the shining smiles of ancestors, the stars, our galactic core truths. May you always flow in the streams of Luna's magic, for her moonbeams will take us afar. Stay strong within this wisdom, for only Luna can teach the wisdom of the stars. Embrace her, embellish her, for there is only one Luna to this planet which we share. Hers is the infinite wisdom of the cosmic flare. Save yourselves, do it now. Do not deny what is true to you in the here and now. Witches, shamans, and magicians, bring forth your shine. Do not deny your master mission, for no other way can we shine in infinity. The direct way towards heaven is to embrace the stars. Archangel Michael, teach us your wisdom. Embrace us with your sword of truth. Let us not concentrate on evil, for no evil can penetrate what is true beauty within us now. Wisdom plus beauty equals pure energy. Luna, eternal energy. My friends, heal yourself, heal your children, heal our planet, Earth. She needs us now, forevermore. Life is a reflection of what we are, yet believe we can change our core to better serve our Mother Earth, our righteous birthright amongst the stars. Let Luna teach you about life, for there is no other high priestess who can embrace our strife. Follow her moon cycles, much wisdom indeed in the darkness of her crescent smiles. Embrace Luna's wisdom. She is true pure energy, the highest life source no one can see, yet do not deny she can be your true best friend amongst the cosmic realm. We are all one, eternity, forever, infinity. Live by the sun, love by the moon, so shall it be.
So sweet. Woo! Oh my gosh. You know, when I hear that, it makes me really, I just decided that, you know, I want to try a drawing down the moon. And Taja and I were talking about this and how powerful that can be. And I think that that really just inspired me even more to want to do it. I mean, wow, like, I don't know, that's amazing. So Taja, do we have any shout outs that we want to do?
Yes, we have a reading for Amira Vaughn. She wants a reading. And I think you should make it clear that it's not prayers this time, it's readings. Because a lot of people are getting confused on the comments about whether they're doing prayers or reading.
Okay, very good. Okay, guys, so what it is that we're doing today, at the very end, Marion is going to pick someone to do an Akashic reading for them. And so, Marion, just real quick, even though we're jumping out of the line, can you just, since they're a little confused, can you just explain to them real quick what you do?
Yeah. Okay, well, basically what I do is I access what's called the Akashic Records, and they are part of the ethers. It's your connection with your soul and your higher self. Your masters, teachers, and guides are there to assist you to go on your higher path. What is your life purpose? You know, what could you do to unblock and release negative energies so that you can move forward? That's what they want. They want you to achieve your highest good. So they only work on the level of the energy of love. So that's the beauty of the Akashic Records. And so basically I just access, with your permission, your records, and ask the guides what they need, what they think that is most important for you to know today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also they need to, you guys need to put your whole name on there so we'll be able to figure out who gets the free reading.
Yes.
All right, so we need you guys, the viewers, to go ahead and just give us, well, yeah, I mean, or they can even just give us, can they give us their YouTube name?
Yeah.
No, I need
their real name.
Yeah, I need their name.
Okay, guys, so if you're interested in getting the free reading at the end of the conference, leave your real full name. You have to type it out for us, because in order for her to access your records, she needs your real name, not your YouTube name. Okay.
And everybody, please, we are going to be doing questions at the end of this as well. So if you have questions for anybody on this call, please say the name first and then say the question. Okay. So that way we'll be able to know who the question is for.
Right. That's, yeah, definitely. If you have a question for somebody, or, you know, something kind of just, you know, you were just like thinking about something that somebody said, just make sure that when you ask the question, just let us know. Just say, okay, this question is for Bella, let's say, so that this way we know who it's aimed at, since there's like 4 or 5 of us on here. Okay, so Taja, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, cool. So Taja's going to show us some neat stuff.
Okay, this is actually just something different to add to your healing for Mother Earth, or for healing and protection for your family or whatnot, whatever type of ritual or spell you're doing for protection and healing. There are 4 simple herbs, just 4 simple ones, and I'll just call them out. Fennel. Fennel is good for protection and healing. Mugwort is good for protection and healing as well. Lavender and dill, they're good for protection. So with this, you will need a mortar and pestle. Okay. It doesn't, or you can just use a coffee grinder, because I know a lot of people use that as well. And just add each individual herb to it, and while you adding them, say what this healing is for. Say if you're doing one for Mother Earth, you want to say add in fennel and say, as I'm grinding this, I am putting the healing processes into play for Mother Earth. And when you get done with grinding them all, you can burn this on a charcoal block, or you can throw it into a cauldron if you're using a cauldron, or a fire pit, whatnot. That's it.
All right, very good. And I'm just, one of the things that I'm finally just starting to get into is the herb part of it. So I definitely need to start learning some more, because it's becoming really apparent to me that, herbs are just a huge part of being a witch or being spiritual. It just, really, we're just all connected, and it just takes it to a whole nother level. All right, so I'm next, and what I'm going to do, guys, is Tony Walker, a.k.a. Tony Spywriter, and she's also the Legacy. She actually she channeled something for us, which I think it's so amazing. She's really come such a far way. And what she did was she asked Thoth for a message. Now, it wasn't revealed to her who actually gave her this message to tell us, but it's beautiful anyway. So, and so basically she just titled it Poem from Above. The moon shines down on Gaia, full and strong. The moon shines down on Gaia. It's right and never wrong. He makes the tides bloom like breathing silver waves. He gives the earth life in so many simple ways. The moon is in its fullness, lighting up the night, casting away the darkness, casting away the fight. It shines on us as a reminder of our God's heavenly love, a love that's never ending, shining from above. The moon is in its harvest phase, bringing in so many experiences and gifts. Take advantage of this time now. The veil is thin. The angels will lead you in so many ways. The guides will help you. Listen. They are connected to a source of life that is love divine. They are connected to creation itself, a beautiful sign. The light it gives is endless, a reflection of the sun. It acts as a mirror, revealing perfect love. The sun, the moon, the earth live in perfect sync. Birth before creation in the master's eye, twinkling his favor, twinkling through all time. And that was channeled. That wasn't just something that she wrote. So I thought that was really cool. Okay, Adam, you're up. Is he there?
Okay. Yeah,
okay.
I'm here. Sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to be talking about like a little story that I've been having. So I just met a new spirit guide, and it's been telling me, I learned through its messages, it's my animal totem, and it was the spider. And when I wanted to connect with it, I didn't know a way how I could connect with this animal totem. So I said, okay, I'm going to meditate with it. So as I was meditating with it, I asked it questions, but it ignored me, and it started building webs. And it built these webs, and I was meditating with it for a week. And then I said, okay, can you send me to the supreme being of the spiders, which some call Mother Spider or Grandmother Spider. And I asked her, what is it that you want me to learn? And she said, you know the answers. And then she started building her web. So as she was building her web, I thought to myself, a spider builds its web, and when something like such as rain or a human breaks it down, it teaches us to don't give up, because after that web is taken down, the spider will build another web. And it also teaches dedication. And as I shape-shifted as the spider in my meditation to learn building the web. And it taught me that through dedication in life, you can get far. And I also studied the web because I thought this wasn't the whole story of Spider Spirit. Sorry, the whole message from the Spider Spirit. So I studied the web and I looked at it, and it always came back to the middle. There was no endings of this web. There really was no ending. So it taught me that there's a cycle of life, death, and rebirth, and that every day we go through these cycles, and every time in our life we go through these cycles. But it also taught me that there is this huge cosmic web within the universe. And your prayers, your thoughts, your spells, whatever you want to call them, you put out on this web. And there has to be some type of like effect, a cause and effect type thing. And we are the center of our universe. So what I learned from the spider was that I want to give to the viewers is that we are the center of our universe. We are the center of our own web. And we, if we work hard in life and do not give up, such as the spider, we can succeed. And if we notice the life, death, and rebirth cycles, if we notice those things, we can learn from our mistakes. And those are just some of the things I've learned from the spider. And also Mother Earth goes through those things because the seasons, and she goes through her three, you know what it's called, the Mother, Maiden, and the Crone. So, and that's that. So, you know.
Okay, guys. Now, this is what we were talking about earlier, is that, you know, we can't believe that Adam is only 17, okay? Because he's probably like 500 to 1,000 years old, spiritually speaking. So he may be in the body of a 17-year-old, but I think, oh, Kitty! I think he just soars like way above all of us, I swear. I hate him. Anyway. All right, anyway, so that's going to lead me into Monique. Monique, you're on, girl.
Okay, I had to unmute for a second. Okay, what I decided to do today in light of our full moon, and actually this is the harvest moon or the Aries moon, which we talked about before, I decided to do a harvest moon oil. So the recipes, I hope you guys can get a good view of what I got going on over here. The recipe that I use is frankincense. This is actually already pre-made. I usually pre-make my oils. My base oil is olive oil, and I guess you guys already know the properties of olive oil. I like to use olive oil or almond oil, but for this one I'm using olive oil. It's ancient. You know, it's the gods and the goddesses, the kings, queens, prophets, priests, everyone, you know, really. It's a blessed oil. And it's just for spiritual, and it just has so many good properties. So that's why I use the olive oil. But I also use the frankincense. That's the second recipe, frankincense. And this has been sitting for probably about 2 or 3 months. Oh, wow. And so this is already my pre-made base. And the frankincense, you know, frankincense and myrrh from the Bible, that's biblical and ancient. So frankincense also has so many, it's a spiritual resin. It has so many good properties. When you turn it into an oil like this, that's one of the ancient oils of the Egyptians. I also use in this recipe sandalwood. Sandalwood has a lot of, I guess you would say, aphrodisiac qualities for men. It's also a blessing oil. Sandalwood is warm. It's good for the fall. It's good for, it brings in the energies of warmth and comfort. And grounding also for sandalwood. I also add, if you know that the Egyptians like to use a lot of essential oils, and they like to use flowers. So I am using, for one of my goddesses that I honor, roses. I have roses as I'm leaving around here for my offering. And I'm using roses, rose petals. These are organic rose petals that I also collect in my oil. So it's frankincense, olive oil, sandalwood, and rose petals. And you just basically, I put my rose petals in. I hope you can see. I'm doing this like kind of quick for you guys. I'm going to take some of my already pre-made frankincense oil. Another thing that you can add, which I already have in this oil, is lemon or jasmine. Jasmine is the moon herb. And I ran out of jasmine for making things for some of my friends and family members, but I substituted jasmine with lemon this time. You can also use lemon because lemon brings about clarity and purity, and that's also a very purifying, cleaning, clearing essence. So I have that. And I'm going to take some of my, I would actually fill this up probably with my frankincense oil and then add in my sandalwood oil. I eyeball everything, so no particular measurement. Usually I just try to do equal parts. And You always charge your oil. So I have my white candle burning. I have my orange candle for energy, white candles for purity, and I would charge my oils. Sometimes I would put, these are kind of big, but I would use my tiger's eye crystal, which is the crystal for Ra, and that brings energy, clarity, courage, so many things. I would also put one of the tiger's eye in the oil and just keep it in there, and I would put my intentions in this and charge it with my incense and my crystals and my candles burning. And there you have your Harvest Moon oil.
Wow. Let me tell you, almost everything that you put in there, I absolutely love. So I was just like, every time you're putting something, I'm like, I love that. I love that. I love that. That's my favorite. Oh my gosh. So that's great. I need to put that together. We'll have to get together and you'll have to show me how to do it. Okay, so now how are we going to do this with the Taja? How many requests do we have for reading? Oh, can't hear you.
Unmute.
Okay. From what I've gathered from the comments and your inbox, that there are 3.
Okay.
That want one. There is trying to find it. Amir Vaughn, he's a male.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Sharonda Battle and Dashu O'Neal. I think that's how you say his name. So those 3.
Deshaun O'Neal.
Yeah. No, Dashu. It's what a you.
Oh, okay.
So those are the 3.
Okay. Well, I already got called to do Sharonda, so I've already started with her.
Okay.
I mean, already just was called to do her. So, basically, what I asked the records for her was, what did they need her to know today? And what they're telling me is that she needs to expand her horizons. She needs to study, learn, and experience. She seems to sometimes kind of be hiding out, like not want to, go out there and experience and, take the chance and try something new. She has to learn to be of value to others. Like right now this transformation is all about how can we serve others? How can we be of value to others? That's what this whole Harvest Moon transformation, December 2012, oneness, that's what it's all about. It's basically finding your own individuality and finding how is it that you contribute to the whole. And then is when you can experience oneness. So I pulled 3 cards for her quickly, and 2 of them were from Angels of Atlantis, which I love this stuff now. I just totally love them. I was going to see if I could put the camera down. Can we see that? All right, no? Okay.
Just hold them up, yeah.
Yeah. It's just I'm on a lag. This is Archangel Raziel, which actually came out in another reading that I had today, and it talks about faith. So it seems many people right now are needing to know, about that they're being supported by the angels. It says that faith wishes to be present in their life right now, and they have to make the call to the angels. They have to ask for them to be able to come in and help them. And you're going on this new journey, and they're telling you that if you are going to continue to hang on to old, negative, outmoded ways of thought and ways of acting, that it's just going to get worse. Whatever the situation is, will be worse. So you have to have faith to let those situations go so you can move on and progress to something bigger and better. No, your higher self. Then the next card that comes out is Archangel Haniel, and his message is courage. So here they're telling you, have faith, have courage. And in the courage, it says to ask the oracle for support. You have to see which is the part that you feel that you need to be brave in this moment to be able to overcome. Don't doubt the truth that the strength is within you, and that you allow the guides to be a spiritual warrior for you. So here the angels are telling her two things. We're there. Have faith. We're right next to you. Have courage. We're there to work with you. Then the last card that I pulled for her, it's called this is from the Hidden Realms, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed, and it's called the Chess Queen. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. And the Chess Queen is trust and strategizing. So again, the trust, faith, courage, and trust. You know, what are the 3 of the 7 virtues? The Chess Queen has all the tools that you need to aid you in your quest for a life of purpose, peace, and prosperity. When she arrives, you are given the task of asking Spirit for a vision of your life. Ask also to know the right actions to ensure your part in the process of unfolding. Then with a sense of trust, allow the strategy to be given to you by the divine. And this is something that we forget, that there's 2 plans. There's our plan and there's the divine plan. So we have to have faith and courage that the divine plan will far exceed our expectations, or even it exceeds all of the limits that we impose on ourselves. So it's wow, okay. Sorry, I was like getting carried away there. I was really, really feeling it deep for her. And I think this message really transcends to a lot of people right now as we're going through these transformations. Faith, courage, and knowing that there is a divine plan for you, that the angels and the helpers want for your highest good and sent with love, energy, and if you listen to your inner voice, they will lead you where you need to go.
All right, well, that's awesome, girl. Whoever got that reading, fabulous. All right, Taja, you want to open it up and see if there's some questions? You're not even going to believe this. I have kind of something important real quick. So, I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But go ahead and open it up, and if maybe they can field some questions, and I'll try to come right back, okay? If not, then you guys can wrap it up, okay?
Okay. Okay, there is, well, really no questions, but I'm guessing Amir Vaughn wants to know how to unblock his chi, I guess. So that's
okay. Well, give me a second because I would have to go into his records. He feels that his path is being blocked by feelings of negativity, or
yes, and that's what he said in his next comment was, it seems that he cannot break free from the thought of failing himself, but yet he always feels like he's meant to do something great. He meditates every day to try to keep his mind clear, but it's always messy. It's always messy.
You know what? He can meditate with Metatron, because Metatron is for clarity. There's a really good meditation. It's actually on. If you'll go to my YouTube on my meditation playlist, there is a meditation there for Metatron. Metatron, what they do in that meditation is basically places his hands on your crown chakra. You know what it is? Oh, I got it. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to do it with third eye. He's got to do it with crown chakra.
Okay.
In other words, he has to allow the information to come to him. When you seek out information, you're using your third eye. But into allowing the divine to speak to you, you have to be open from the crown chakra. Now, sometimes that's a little difficult to understand the difference, but it basically feels like somebody's pressing on your head. That's what it feels like. And it's really kind of like information that just in your meditation comes to mind. It's not something that you say, okay, I'm going to focus on this and I'm going to get this information. The divine will speak to you in another way. I think that's the best meditation that I could recommend to have clarity and to be able to receive the information that they're giving to him.
All right, cool. And do we have any other questions or?
I'm not seeing any.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, I think that's it, guys. I mean, I think we did phenomenal. It was fun. It's great working with all of you guys. And now, my people out there, I think what we want to do for the next one is have a little bit more fun, keep it a little bit more lighthearted. I want to do something for Samhain and for Halloween. And so, depending on how much fun my people are, you know, I want everybody to dress up. So I think it would be a fun and it would be a blast, and we'll still try to do something that, you know, is interactive and that people can, you know, have a little bit of fun with it and hang out with us. All right, guys. Anything else? Am I forgetting anything? I always feel like I'm forgetting something. Am I forgetting everybody? I got everybody. Everybody's good. All right, man. I can't believe it. Are we at 68 people?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And what did we have the last time? We had like the first time?
I have no idea. 20?
I think it was like 17 or 16. So,
Hey,
God,
Dodge.
nobody was. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Dodge, I just wanted to ask, could you ask Amari or I'm sorry, Sharonda, if they had any comments as to how the reading resonated with them?
Okay. Okay. I'll ask
Because
her.
that way we can get a little feedback to see.
Okay. Because they can hear you when you ask, so they probably
Oh, well, I
typing
didn't know
away
if they
now.
were typing. I don't know, like comments.
No, like they're actually watching this live feedback. So when
Okay,
you
so-
say their name, they can answer. See? Let's
Okay,
see.
Sharonda, if you have any feedback, I'd like to hear what you had to say regarding the reading, if that resonated with you.
Okay. Oh, and Deshaun said you was right. That's how
I
you say
thought
his
so.
name.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. I was like, there can't be more than one, you know, with that combo.
Amir wants to know what is his God, because he's trying to get.
That's
Oh,
good.
and Sharonda says she loves it, so thank you so much.
Okay. Who is his God?
Yes.
Wow. Well, I don't even know. Let me go into his records, because I'm not actually in his records. So
Yeah.
give me 2 seconds and let me go into his records.
Okay. But Sharonda says it was breaking up at the end, so she couldn't hear the ending, but the beginning was on point, so thank you so much.
Oh, great. I'm glad.
So we're okay. Yeah. So any more questions, feel free to ask while we're waiting on Marianne to go into his records. So, oh, and I want to point out another thing while we're waiting, that this is Adam's first conference because he wasn't able to make the last one. So, yay! You did awesome, Adam.
Thank you.
Amazing. I'm going to
Okay.
adopt Adam.
Okay, Amari. What the records are telling me is this. Ask to feel, for them to ask for your guides and for this, the inner being to show you unconditional love, that you want to feel how they let me say this again. They want to know. They want you to know how they feel unconditional love feels like in that realm. So that is what you ask to feel in your meditation. Ask them to show you and let you feel what unconditional love feels like. And when you feel that, then you will know God.
Crazy.
Yeah, and he said thank you so much because he's never tried the crown, so thank you so much for that. And Glammy, we have a question to you. Somebody said, what will you what will you teach in Global Witches?
You know, I'm basically, since I'm kind of new, I think what we're going to be doing is we're going to explore stuff that that most people know, that everybody knows, but we're going to, and you're going to learn with me. Like, we're going to kind of learn together, but I'm going to kind of just structure it, and because I'm going to be taking the other classes too, with everybody else, with the other teachers. I'm going to be their students. And so basically what we're going to do is we're just going to have our own little group, and we're kind of just going to be on the journey together at the same time. So, you know, I'm going to cover the basics like everything. I'm going to cover the Orishas, or I'm going to cover altar, I'm going to cover candles, but in a very, very general term, so that, you know, when it bumps up to the other classes, then they can kind of hone in on what their specialities are. So basically, you guys are just going to be hanging out with me, and we're just going to talk about stuff that we all know about, because I'm on the same level as pretty much everybody else, you know. But it's just going to be more structured. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to work on.
Yeah, and somebody wants to know if we're going to do a Dark Moon conference.
Ooh, I don't. All right, you know what? That's not. I don't know. We'll see. I wasn't sure how far we were going to take this, so we might do one. If we're all right, so I'm going to throw it out there, people. If we do a Dark Moon conference, what would you think about that? Well, I think I got.
So what would y'all think?
When's the date?
I know, that's what we got to find out. You know what? We probably will. I'm hoping it's right around Samhain or right around Halloween.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And Hex Master 1979 wants to know, how can he bring or she bring money to them?
Am I on?
Yes.
I would say do a money spell, use a green candle, anoint it with patchouli oil. You can use patchouli herbs. You can use alfalfa. Alfalfa is very good for attracting money. Citrine. If you're going to use your crystals, use your citrine. Use a lodestone. Lodestones are magnets. They attract anything, but you can program them to attract what you want. So you would attract them. I might even put like money near them, so you can train them to attract money. You know, and burn and anoint a green candle, and that would be acting as your money candle. And write what you want, inscribe what you want actually on the candle, and use your herbs, crystal, whatever resonates with you. And do that consistently. It's not going to be a fast thing. Do it consistently. That's the key. A lot of people want stuff right away. It's not going to work right away. You have to keep it going, ongoing. But it will come in. You'll see it maybe trickle in, and then you might see it when you least expect it. But it does work.
Yeah. Okay, anybody else have anything else to add to that?
Yeah.
So no? Okay. I'm guessing the Dark Moon Conference idea is a hit because a lot of people are commenting on it. So I'm guessing Dark Moon Conference will be somewhere in it. Oh, and Monique Hexmaster said thank you. And I'm guessing they love this type of conference where we have like a one-on-one type deal with them. They get to access questions and things like that. So Let's see. I'm trying to get everybody's questions because I don't want to leave anybody out. Okay. A lot of them said they have so far have really enjoyed this conference. Somebody said we're awesome. And Adam's a boy though. Yeah. So, but where'd the Glammy go? Did she disappear? Oh, her and her computer. She always getting kicked off. Surprised she ain't back by now though. She usually be back. But I'm gonna open it up again and see if we have any more. Last chance, people, to get your questions answered. So type fast. While we're waiting, does anybody on the call have any questions? Nobody? Adam, do you have any questions?
No.
I got one. I just thought of one. What is everyone's favorite tarot or oracle cards to work with?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't have any.
I would say right now my favorite, because you're seeing it in all my spreads, is the Angels of Atlantis. I just think they're fantastic. I love the way it combines. I was actually watching the video of how Stuart Pearce came about with the idea for these cards, and he said that he had a vision of 12 orbs, and each orb had a different sound, a different note. And then he said that he heard these notes playing in harmony, and that's how he came up with the idea for those cards. He talks about how each one of us in our soul has a particular sound. So I thought that was like really interesting, especially how that works with the sacred geometry. The sound is all, of course, musical notes, colors, sacred geometry. They all are interlinked together. So I think it would be interesting for each one, when you go into your meditation, ask, what is my sound? What does my soul sound like? What is my note? So those are my favorites.
What about you?
I have my Orisha deck, but I use, it depends on the energies, but the ones that affect my Orisha deck affects me the most personally. I feel that's between Aleister Crowley and Orisha deck, but I think every deck has its own authorship and a different kind of energy, just like a book does. Any novel that you like to read, it has, different energies. But and oracle cards, I don't know, St. Michael always comes through for me, so that's like my 2 or 3. But I love all the decks. I love getting decks. And Marianne, I want to check out that Atlantis deck. I saw Gaz had it, and I thought that was very interesting. So I got to check those out. Yeah,
they are. They're nice to work with. They're, they get some interesting interesting readings with it. And I think especially now that we're ascending, it just has that sense of higher vibration to me.
Well, I believe Atlantis is going to be rising, my dear. So, I think that's a good energy right there. So, I believe.
Some of our people who are watching, our viewers, have put their favorite tarot cards in the comment section. Oh. So, somebody said theirs so far is the Angel Tarot and the Divine and Guidance deck. And then there is one for the Witches Tarot, which I haven't heard of, so I'm going to be looking into that. So thank you for that, because I want to see that one. I want to know what that one's about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are really good. Those Cheryl Lee Harnish ones that like Debbie has, Glammy Witch has them. They're and now she's got an app that's on Facebook, and you could just pick a card daily and have it on your page.
Yeah.
So that's really nice. That all of these now also are becoming apps. So it's like you don't even have to buy all of the cards, and I mean they take up a lot of space, but.
Yeah, and somebody else's, they like the Doreen Virtue and the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, I guess. But I have a question. My question is, so far as just tarot readings, what are some of the other divination practices that y'all do?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I do scrying sometimes with a crystal ball or water. Sometimes I usually tell people if they don't have like a crystal ball, just take a black bowl, fill it up with water, or sometimes with mugwort, like the tea of mugwort, because that is said to induce. Don't bring it into your body, obviously, but just use it in the bowl, and take a penny, or actually, sorry, a quarter, and put it at the bottom of the bowl, and that will be your centerpiece, like where you can focus on, and then stare there and just let your mind focus on the penny, and then the images will flow through.
Have you ever tried making your own mirror, scrying mirror?
Yeah, actually, I have my own fairy scrying mirror that I took and I painted it black and I put some glitter on it, or also known as fairy dust, and I put that on there and I use that, and the fairies will show me images such as like mushroom, weird stuff like that. So they'll show me into their realm, but a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Marianne, what about you?
Oh gosh, I've been doing tarot readings for a long time. I've done just about everything. I've done runes. I've done I Ching. Of course, the regular traditional, the Rider-Waite decks. I really like Aleister Crowley's Thoth. It's super full of symbolism. I've done what is else? The runes, the I Ching, the tarot, the oracles, and of course just the Akashics. I really use the cards as a reconfirmation of what I see in the records, because I know what I see in the records is true, but people like to have a visual. They like to be like a confirmation. So that's really why I pair up the cards with the Akashic records, and that's why you will always see the cards reflecting what the Akashics say, because they told me I would be able to do that.
Anna?
Yes.
What is your favorite, besides tarot cards, your favorite divination?
I kind of follow the cards myself, but I like the runes. Actually, my first divination was the Viking runes. I do like that. I do the I Ching, which I have not even brought out because my deck's so old. I do want to present it. But I mainly work with the cards. My beautiful crystal ball, but Adam, I gotta say, I've been trying to subscribe into that thing for years and nothing comes to me. I just, what is up? I even put it in my bed with me, and I'm
Usually you see the images in your mind, because usually people expect to see it in the bowl, but
Right.
you're really actually seeing it in your mind, but it looks like you're seeing it in the bowl.
Okay, well, I have a whole book, but I don't know. But I do feel the energy of the ball. And charger every full moon. But definition-wise, it's pretty much mainly the cards right now. And I do live by the ocean, so I just always feel energy about the moon cycles. I try to do a lot, but yeah, I like to do new things, though. Every time I try to get new things and new authors of divination, tarot, but I like it all. I like the positive messages. That's what I'm into, and I do like the herbs. That I've heard right on it, and I feel it's a nice group. I think that they all gave their element and their shine. And, magic, it's trackable, and we need to embrace it and not be fearful of that side of it. I mean, for light, we all learn. So that's all good.
Monique, what is yours? What is yours?
I'm here. Okay. My go-to is my pendulum. I have an amethyst pendulum. I take that everywhere with me. That helps me even decide on what groceries I'm gonna buy for the day. But I'm learning now. My new thing. I'm trying to learn how to read the bones. That's my new adventure.
Ooh.
So.
Ooh. I like it.
Yeah.
What do you just throw them out? Toss them like runes?
They're different type of animal bones, sometimes even human, but they're obtained okay. You don't have to hurt anyone.
Oh, that's funny. Can you read the cowrie beads too, or the cowrie shells? Can you toss those too?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. But that might be something I'm thinking about in the future too.
Yes. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. That's cool.
I love that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. All good.
Can I add something?
I'm not like a crystal witch, but I love my candle readings. I love to read candle flames, and I love to do runes.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I'm like, I feel so lame, like a lame witch. I don't do the tarot cards or the crystals.
It's all about using wisdom, no doubt about it. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah. Adam, what did you say?
So what? You know how you're talking about like the bones and stuff like that? I do a type of divination where I take 3 crystals, and I take a black crystal, and then I take a lighter crystal, and then I take a medium-sized dark color crystal, and I'll ask a question, and I'll choose the medium-sized one as the decider, and then the darker one is no, and the lighter one is yes. So then I will ask a question, and I will cast it, and then let's say the black one is near the decider one, that's the no, and then vice versa with the yes. So I just wanted to put that out there for some people who want to do that type of divination. But you could actually just go out, find a rock, and find a light one, and then ask a question and put it on the ground.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing that is it for the questions portion. There's no more questions. So this was a good thing and a fun thing, and I hope we get to do it again sometime. Hopefully next month. So that is it, and that is the end. So blessed be you guys. I will end the broadcast. So stay here after I end the broadcast so we can close it out. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Namaste.
Yeah.
Moon blessings.
Say goodbye, Monique.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Ciao.